Wow, okay, I was wrong. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's me, Ms. Excalibar, and welcome Slay Squad. If you're new here, welcome. And yeah, if you're new here, why don't you like, comment and consider subscribing so you can be informed of all the updates and all the other stuff that I do here on YouTube. Check back through some of my other videos to see if it's something that you like. Today I'm going to be looking at another bargain that I got, which is the Morphe. I got these brushes. Let's see, you can see that. Yeah, the Morphe, I got these brushes. Now, these were on sale on the Morphe website for reduced from £27 to £8. Now, you know, you guys, Slay Squad, I love a bargain. So yeah, these are 4-piece eye set brush. So in it you get an oval shadow brush, a pro firming crease brush, a tapered mini blender brush, and an angled liner brush. I'm gonna be putting these through their paces. So a little bit about the brushes. Got the oval shadow brush, which is synthetic, which is that one. And it says the eye is the limit. I like the play on words. The limit with this thick brush that both packs a colour and diffuses edges. And then you've got the Pro Firm Blending crease brush, which is that one. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see them properly. A blending powerhouse with round firm brush head that's perfect for seamless transition and stunning creation. So that's natural fibers. Then onto the tapered mini blending brush, natural. This small and mighty tapered brush is great for controlled blending. So that's that one there. Angled liner brush, which is synthetic. It says amp up your sultry stare with this fine firm brush for perfect strokes of eyeliner. I'm quite intrigued by that one. So these brushes are quite good for beginners, in a sense of, I mean, you can never have too many brushes in your kit. I do have absolutely loads of brushes, and you, as you know, if you've watched my channel previously, I do have a kind of love-hate relationship with Morphe brushes, because sometimes they're hit and miss. Sometimes they're really good, and then other times I tend to buy them in a set because obviously I'm looking for a bargain. And that, I mean, when my finances increase from my YouTube revenue, I will be buying more individual brushes. But it's sometimes, I'm not going to lie, the tops pop off. And I clean my brushes with the Style Pro. So I use proper machine to clean my brushes. And I was cleaning some of my Morphe brushes the other day, and some of the bases pop off, which I'm going to have to glue. I could have thrown them away, but I'm going to glue them. I'm not going to throw them in the bin. On to the second segment of this, I'm going to be looking at the Trendy in Tokyo. Now I'm going to be doing pastel look. I'm going to be showing you 10 ways as women of colour how to wear pastels. Now I don't, because a lot of people get scared by pastels and they don't think that they can wear them and they're suitable. So what I've got on my eyes at the moment, I've just got a basic neutral brown on my eyes, and then I'm going to be applying some eyeshadow just to show you how easy it can work. Now this palette, Trendy in Tokyo, it's been doing the rounds on YouTube, and it's a BH Cosmetics palette, and BH Cosmetics formula, they're quite good. You know, the formula on their eyeshadows are quite good. But isn't that such a cute palette? I'm not sure if you can see that. And the colours are so vibrant. I haven't tested them yet. I do want to test them. Let me just take off the plastic. And it comes with a mirror. You can never, ever go wrong with a palette that's got a mirror. Yeah, I'm going to be showing you how to wear these colours. I'm going to insert some swatches. This bright red fashion is calling me. Now I've got a little bit of base eyeshadow on, so let's see how these perform. This is the first time me testing them using them, so I'm just going to swirl the brush in. There's some kickback in there, but just tap it off. And so the first way, oh that's nice, Wow, that's gorgeous. On the lower lid, and I'm just going to do windshield wiper motion. That was one. These are really pigmented. Okay. And to cheat a blend, what you can do is you wipe off any excess. So you just wipe off any excess, and then you just swirl again from side to side until there's no demarcation line, and you just keep swirling and swirling and swirling. That is really nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see a little bit more of the colour. So this is one way to wear it, just a full eye. And what I did was, I think the camera cut off, you just put a little bit of the Fashion Red underneath, and that just acts as a simple line. Then if you wanted to take it up a bit, I think I'm going to end up showing you more than 10 looks, but I'm going to try and do 10 looks basic. If you wanted to just increase that a bit and take up the colour and add a bit more punch, then I'm going to go into the colour Lively. Now that's a shimmer. I think that's picking up lovely. And then that, just pop that in the inner corner. And you can wet the brush and just blend it out. So that would be the look number 2. Very simple but very effective. So you can add either lashes or mascara. For the purpose of this video, I'm only going to be doing mascara, because to take lashes on and off, it's going to be really tiring for my eyes and I may not get through the video. So mascara it is. But a lot of people do just wear mascara. I mean, I don't wear lashes in my everyday life. I only wear lashes when I'm doing Instagram or YouTube. So on to the next look. So the next look, I'm going to be showing you the lower mobile lid. Now what I've done with this, I've taken it, I've done like the whole of the lid apart from the highlight of the top, which is a very, very simple look. Let's do the blue. So we're going to go into Fortune. There's a lot of kickback in there, and just going to show you how to do the lower mobile lid. All very, very, very pigmented. Now I'm not using these wet, as you can see, so I'm using the crease brush for that, from the actual Morphe, the Pro Crease Brush, and I'm going to take it out a little bit. I don't want to make it a point, and take it up a little bit, not too high. And if you was to wet the brush, the colour would come up a lot more. I've got a little bit of fallout, nothing much, nothing to shout about. So look number 3. If you wanted to take it up a bit and wanted to do another look, what you could do is you could then go in with another colour of your choice. Now it's all based on what colours you like, what colours suit you. I am going to try and use nearly all of these colours in this palette. I'm going to try and do. So the wasabi colours calling me. That is so vibrant and so bright. Another trick to make the eyeshadow look like they're linked and coming out of one another is to put that in the inner corner, just slight, and then you can take it up underneath. This one's a little bit chalky, but to get rid of the chalkiness, what you would do is apply it wet, but dry for this purpose is fine. So there you go. Look number 1, 2, 3 and 4. And as you can see, like I said, it doesn't have to be bright overly in your face. That's very subtle. If you wanted to intense it, you wet the brush, or you apply the eyeshadow over concealer, wet concealer. What I have done today is, for the purpose of the video, I have deliberately put eyeshadow on top so that it helps with the blend. Or if you want, I can show you in the next look what it looks like, what they look like wet. So as you can see, it's the mascara has just taken it up. Let's go on to the next lot of looks. Okay, I've put a bit of powder on. I'm going to show you how to do an outer corner and inner corner accent. I'm going to go in with Blossom, which is that pastel pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my P. Louise. Just going to use a little tiny bit. If you want to see how I did fared with my P. Louise review, I'll leave a link here. So I'm going to do inner corner, outer corner. As it says, it's got a mirror. So I'm going to start on this eye. I'm going to tap that in there. And it's not coming up bright white because I've got a base down. If you want it brighter, you can always go in and add a bit more, which I'm going to do. I mean, you don't have to do this, depending on how bright you want your eyeshadow to pop. I'm going to use my finger. It doesn't have to be even. All it has to do, it just has to go just above the crease. So it doesn't have to be even straight away. You can, I mean, obviously if you're going to match it to the other eye. Yeah, what I'm doing now, I'm just showing you a demonstration. So I'm going to go in with that Morphe fluffy brush again. And I'm going to dip it into, now it is clean, tap it off. That is nice. These are so pigmented. Look how cute that looks. All I'm doing is tapping it in. How cute that is. And if you can see, it kind of lines up, so that's where you're looking for it to go. It's just 2 blobs, and you can always make them smaller, but I like that. I think that's quite avant-garde. And of course, if you wanted to, you can put a colour in the middle, but I'm just going to show you what it looks like that with an eyeliner. There you go, with the eyeliner and mascara on. Very simple. You can take it brighter if you want, and you can go around the edges and make it into something totally different. If you wanted to, you just add a little bit of accent. Then I'm going to use Sushi. So Sushi is like a nice corally colour, and we're going to do like a graphic liner with that. Now, it's not really hard to do graphic liner. You don't have to have the actual water activated one. You can do it without. All you have to do, you can line your eye using a base if you want. So I'm going to use again the P. Louise base in white, and I'm going to quickly just show you how you can do some sort of eyeliner effect. You don't have to have a steady hand. I'm going to use the crease brush from the Morphe. They're faring alright so far. I'm going to take it at an angle and I'm just going to go above the crease. Just trace lightly. Now, don't worry about the line underneath. You can always go in afterwards and clean that up with a cotton wool, but there's your line there. And I'm going to continue, and I'm going to use the liner brush, actually, Sushi colour, and I just love Sushi. One of my favourite Japanese foods. And you just tap it in. Oh, that's nice. A lot of pigment in here. There's many ways to do graphic liner, but I think this is a good beginner way. You can mix it with mixing mediums, so you can use micellar water. I use Mahiran mixing fluid. I like that one. So what I'm going to do to define that, I am going to put I'm going to show you what to do with the mixing fluid, because it didn't come out as dark as I thought. Remember, this is the first time I'm using this palette as well. The mixing medium I'm using is the Mahiran mixing liquid. You can get it from quite a few places. Now what this does is it allows you to turn any powder makeup into liquid. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit in the lid. I'm going to use my mixing palette, plain little mixing palette. You don't have to, you can take it into a lid if you want, and just mix it that way. And you need just need a couple of drops. That's all you need. And then the quickest way is it's like you scrape. So I'll show you what I'm doing. It's like you scrape the palette until you get that fallout, which nobody likes. Scoop a bit up on that. Tap it onto. I'll show you what you're left with in a minute. So you're left with something like that. And you just mix it, dip it in, and that's what you're left with. And then put it onto the eye. What I love about the Mahiran is that it sets, so it becomes like waterproof, well, smudge proof. It becomes transfer proof and smudge proof. Obviously not waterproof because it's water activated to a degree. This angled brush is really nice. Now I had to change the brush slightly. This isn't a Morphe brush now that I'm using. It's a little thin paintbrush. This angled brush is really good for the corners, as you've seen when I did the corner, but for the filling in and the detailed work, it was making it too wide, even though I haven't ended up making it wider. But yeah, so that's another way. And as you can see, what I've done is I've gone in with a cotton bud. So you just use a cotton bud with some micellar water and you just go over the line however you want it to be, and then you can fill that in with whatever colour you want, or you can leave it plain like that so that that shows the graphic eyeliner look. Then you put your mascara on. If you want, you can do another black liner, and then you're good to go. They're quite cute, very simple. So that's the graphic look, and then you have the pink pastel look. Let's go on with the next look. No, it's not a pastel, but I'm gonna go in with bamboo. It's very pigmented, but it's not very pastel-y. So I'm just going to create a shape. I'm using that same Morphe crease brush, clean that up, picking up a lot of pigment. Wow. And then I'm just going to place it in the corner. Now this is wet, so this is a wet base. I mean, if you wanted to, you could use a lighter base. I'm just going to place that there. Wow, a lot of fallout there. As you can see, that's just one swirl. Then we just put some powder down and then blend that out. That was just one dab. I mean, look at that. This palette's amazing. Well, now you just press it in. I'm not putting any more in. You see how it's just creating a faded look. You just press that in. And then it's almost like what you're going to do is you're going to create another circle here using the exact same colour. Point it in, just swirl, just a little C around the eye. This is just like a little quick editorial look. Nearly all of these looks are quite editorial actually. You just tailor them how you want. Actually, what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with the wasabi. Wow, that just looks so cute. And just blend it together. That's so cute. This wasabi is very neon. These brushes, I must say, they pick up pigment. They really do pick up pigment. Now, if you wanted to, you can go back in. I've just cleaned the brush again. Back in with the bamboo and just intensify it just a little bit. It's just whatever your liking is. Makeup's about fun and expression. So that's what it looks like blended in with your mascara. And remember, with all of these, you can do lashes if you want to, if you choose to. Now, I think I'm going to show you the contrast colours. I love how this palette is set up. Let me see if I can show you safely without blinding you. So this palette is set up so that you can use like it in fours. So you can use these four, these four, these four at the top, these four in the corner if you wanted to, or you can mix and contrast top and bottom. Very clever how to put this palette together. I'm gonna go in with the P. Louise Basic in purple. Now this is a really bright base makeup, so I'm just going to use the same brush. Wow, that colour is beautiful, and it's called Vivid Violet. That's just going to give it something purple to stick onto. Now I'm going to go in with the Morphe fluffy brush. It is clean, it's just the fashion colour stained it, as I said before. So I'm gonna go in with this bright fuchsia emoji. Look at the pickup on that. Wow. I'm just gonna gently pat. Wow. Okay. This reminds me of the Parity palette and the colour that I used for my Valentine's look. And just use windshield wiper motions from side to side just to blend that all in. And blending is your best friend. You're just tapping it in, pouncing it on and tapping it in, and then blending it, swirling it from side to side. And then over that, just to create such a really nice, like a gradient look, I'm going in with Kato. Kato is a matte purple. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to swirl. There's a lot of fallout and there's a lot of pickup on that. I'm going to tap it off gently. I really don't like doing that. Start in the center. Don't ever be afraid to play with colour. It's just about having fun. Then you just take this and you're just going to swirl it into the corner here. And then what you do is go back into the emoji, pick that up and pack that into the corner there, and then you just blend it around. So what you're doing is you're causing a gradient, a natural gradient to happen. This is not, it's not a harsh angle, and it's just forming a nice shape. Back into Kato on the corner just to darken it, and from there I'm going to take the fluffy brush, and then we're just going to use that to blend out this harsh line here. Take the blend quite high, creating a blown out look. Just keep blending. If it doesn't work and you don't like it, you can always wipe it off. And for the under eye, you can do the same thing. You can go in with the emoji and then in with the Kato. Now there's a bright colour in here called Sake. You can use your finger if your nail isn't too long. How stunning is that? And then you just blend it in. This eye, I just wanted to show you what it looks like without a liner and how nice it just looks by itself. Now we're getting into like some of the more darker colours. So I'm going to go in with Electric. I'm going to use the P. Louise Black, Batter Black base. I just want to see what happens to the blue when I put this base on. I'm going to bring this one out a bit. This doesn't seem to have that much pigment. It's a shimmer, so maybe I'll put it in the center. Wow, okay, I was wrong. I said maybe I need to use my finger to get the payoff. Okay, let's try it anyway. Yes, yep. Yeah, this is a stunning blue. How beautiful. This and Sake almost look duochrome. It's got like a purple shift to it. Just blow it out towards your temples. I'm really putting these brushes through their paces. They're really good brushes. So same like the others, I'm just going to blend out the edges. And then I'm going to go in with Trend Setter, that coral colour matte. I'm going to take that underneath the eye and see what happens there. Doesn't seem as pigmented. Actually, it's quite nice. Then in with Karaoke on the side. Bright yellow, but it's not as bright and vivid as Tempura. I'm going to take this up higher actually. Just so it blends in and then blend it. Back in with the Electric on the top. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to wet my brush. And now for the final side, I'm going to be using, I'm left with, I suppose, a lot of the pinks. So I'm left with MT, Fuji and Anime. So let's see what they can do. And I'm going to go in with the fluffy brush. I'm going to start with this Fuji colour. Now the eye's still wet, so I'm just going to dab that down. I'm going to start on the outside. That's a really nice shimmer. Now for this, I'm gonna take away the under eye. I'm gonna bring it out onto the cheeks. Swirling motions. And right up to the cheekbone. You could probably actually use this as a blusher. It's a really nice shimmer. Now I'm not adding any more. I'm just gonna blend it in to my cheekbones and then blend it out. Nice swirling motions. Then I'm gonna add some more here, just right underneath so it's concentrated. So it's got a nice faded look. And then from there, I'm gonna go in with its Anime. That's really bright. And another lovely shimmer. Take that up and out. Oh, I like that. Then I'm gonna take the smaller blending brush. I think they called it a crease brush, and I'm gonna swirl on that. Yeah, it's picked up quite a lot. Take that underneath the eye. Don't worry about fallout too much because that's the look. Yeah, finishing with an oriental inspired look. I'm gonna take my finger. Wow, it's just really intensified. Use the finger just to get more intensity and more depth. Wow. Well, that's the finished look for those looks. So my thoughts on this palette. This palette is a really good palette. Trendy in Tokyo. The pigmentation on these, it's stunning. And £12.50, you cannot go wrong. BH Cosmetics always do their quality is always good. When you get 16 colours, it's got shimmers, it says it's got bright hues, which is true. And it's with the shimmers, they work better with your fingers. I mean, you can see. And it's funny that I finished with both shimmers. I didn't plan it that way, it just happened. But I used all the colours in the palette. I'd say get this palette. Yes, summer's nearly over, but this is good for holidays. It's good for just for, you know, like even the Christmas season that's going to be coming up. You know, probably be going out, people probably going to be getting to go places. You can just use the one colours that I've showed you. Like if you just use like an accent colour for something, you know, to go with an outfit, this is a really good palette. All the colours blended beautifully, they all applied beautifully, as you've seen. There was no issue with them going on, apart from when I tried to use the shimmers, as you've seen. When I used the brush, it went on, but it didn't go on as good as when you use your finger. The quality of this palette, yeah, it's a really good quality palette. We'll be using this again very shortly. You might even see in some Christmas looks, because it's not a palette that you just use once and put down. As you can see, look how many looks that you can come up with. Really stunning palette. Well done, BH Cosmetics. Again, I've got quite a few BH Cosmetics palettes. Well, I say a few. Yeah, I've got 2 or 3, and this is my 3rd BH Cosmetics palette. And I've got BH Cosmetics highlighters, eyeliner. Yeah, they're a good affordable brand, and you can get them on Beauty Bay. That's where I got this from. £12.50, bargain. Y'all need to go and get it if you haven't got it. I know I'm a bit late reviewing it, but this palette's really good. And I got these brushes. I like the name. I like the play on words. These brushes, I really put them through their paces. These brushes are excellent brushes. Good for beginners, good for people that are advanced as well. They're just good brushes, and I've just been spot cleaning them in between doing these looks, and amazing brushes. So yeah, I hope I've shown you, as a woman of colour, how you can wear colour, how you can wear pastels for the rest of whatever the summer is. And thank you for watching. So that concludes this tutorial, and remember to keep staying safe, because things are still happening with the pandemic. You know, there are more cases in some places, but just remember to be safe, stay sane, and remember, go slay your day. Bye. See you on the next one.